am Turing.
Turing test.
I know this must sound quite unflattering.
Oh my fucking god, I think I
describe me as one of Hayden's experiments.
Alan fucking called himself Turing when he picked up blue face with white dots on it in what was it? Friday Night Bullet Arena, I think it was, a video that we did, that in indie dev here in Alberta. We made that thing, multiplayer game. We did it for our multiplayer videos. And was it supposed to be this guy? 'Cause that'd be cool.
He's currently researching advanced machine intelligence at Parallax. I am a personal side project of his. Exploring true artificial sapience. It's possible that the idea of a sapient machine could scare or tempt an organization into kidnapping him.
Alright, now you're starting to get to the meat.
Research, or to take it and use it for themselves.
How are you any different from any other ROM? So chatty, what makes you special? Tell me more. Well, I know what makes him different from other ROMs. He's obviously intelligent, so what makes you special?
A regular ROM has virtual intelligence. They can appear rather smart, even human-seeming when you talk to them. But they're just cleverly programmed to respond to a variety of situations in an organic manner. They aren't in any way self-deterministic.
This is a lot like the... There's two AIs from fiction that I've seen that kind of act like this. Not like this one, like those ROMs. From, I think it was iRobot was one of them. Those pre-programmed messages that Will Smith, the movie, I mean, that he was talking to with, like, I think the doctor who died had one of them, and you have to phrase your question in the right way for the thing to respond to you. It's just a holograph, but, like, it can actually respond to words. And then in Halo, in the Halo expanded universe, like, Cortana was a very special AI in that it was true AI and it could learn, and that's why she would eventually overload with data. But most AIs in that were of, like, a much simpler variety, where they'd be stable. They couldn't learn, they couldn't ask questions, they couldn't really be self-driven, but they served as basically programs that you could talk to and would relay information back to you. That seems a lot like what these old ROMs are, and then Turing here is real intelligence again. I like that idea keeps coming up in fictions. It's really good. Also, hello, Mr. Gerp. How's it going? Hit me up on Twitter because I gotta ask you a thing specifically. I've been looking for a way to contact you, about an upcoming convention. Twitter is @Kurion, Kuurion. Or send me an email, kurion@gmail.com, whatever it is. Just don't run away. Whatever it is, send me a message somewhere so I can get back to you.
As for myself, much of my code wasn't actually written by Hayden, but rather compiled during my infancy as I learned to interact with the world around me. But despite my ability to self-modify my code, I am afraid to adapt or develop any further without Hayden's guidance.
Aww. You're like a kid looking for his parents.
Did he only program me with the illusion of free will?
Alright, checking on the chats really quick. D-Hood says, yup, iRobot. Shawnee's agreeing. Mass Effect had some of these types of AI too, and that's why Edie was special. Cool, I forgot about that. He's learning. Oh no, that's not good. No, Turtle, that is very good. This is a good bot until he learns too much and his head explodes. But, you know, that's future me's problem. And Mr. Nurs. Hello, Mr. Nurs. How do you know, one way or the other?
How would you? Hayden once told me that his desire to create artificial life stemmed from his need to find out. But I can't say I have any new insight into the question. How can any of us tell that we aren't just puppets dancing to someone else's will?
Too philosophical. Yes, this is the beginning of the game.
I apologize for the tangent.
Was anyone out for Hayden?
I don't know. I'm not certain who would benefit the most from taking Hayden prisoner.
Curtis Thompson, I have no idea who the VAs are for this game. When I booted it up, I didn't even know it had VA, or VO, or voice acting of any kind. So, please check out the, Google it for me if you got a second. Mr. Nurse says, good channel, no views. Thank you, Mr. Nurse. I've been doing this for like 2 years now, and I also think I make a really good channel that unfortunately has no views. So, this is my chance to self-promote. Hit the like button down below if you're on YouTube. If you haven't yet, you know, check me out. I do more stuff. Subscribe. And specifically, sharing this type of stuff is really big. Like, sharing it to the Twitter, the Facebook, or whatever. Retweeting the stuff where I put up my links. But that's, I'm still waking up. I don't want to get too deep into that right now. Just, you brought it up, so I wanted to say there are ways that people can help.
Never specify anyone I should fear when I asked.
I think Hayden was saying, be afraid of everybody.
Obvious enemies.
You know, because a lot of people would be fucking terrified by a real learning AI. For example, Turtle King in the YouTube chat. He's explaining that for us right now.
There are several multinational corporations that could make use of his engineering skills, but I can't imagine any of them would go as far as snatching him.
Oh, Pro Bear Cub over in Twitch and Curtis Thompson in YouTube both found it at the same time. Melissa Hutchinson is the VA for Turing. Oh, and you've got little Turing emote things too. Where'd you get those from? What channel? They're cute. Well then, I suppose we should get started.
Indeed, time is of the essence. I took the liberty of charging the auto cab fare from here to Hayden's apartment to your personal finance account, and the car has just arrived.
You mean the finance account that has nothing in it? I can totally afford that either way. It makes me a super special kind of happy when games preempt my sarcastic or like logistical fallacy thoughts and point them, like, I point them out and then the game responds with like, yeah, I totally knew you were gonna think that. This happened to me in Shantae a lot. I finished recording Shantae Half Genie Hero this week with Josh, and like in a lot of the ending of that game, every like joke thing I made, I'm like, that doesn't be, you would still be purple and red and blah blah blah, and then like 30 seconds later, Shantae would say it in the script in the game, and I'm like, she is my spirit animal. Okay, Bobblehead, I'll help, but there better be a story here.
My head does not bobble, thank you very much.
You want to bet? Come over here, I'll punch it.
In addition, I would not expect you to help me without fair compensation. I assure you, there is a story here. Whether you are good enough to find it or not is up to you.
Oh, you dropping the gauntlet? You dropping the challenge gloves? Alright, well then, police.
No, we can't. One of the last things Hayden told me was to avoid the authorities. We must be cautious about who we inform of this.
We Are Mid-Boss is the dev studio's Twitch, secret dev. Pro Bear Cub, are you a secret dev for this game? Hello, welcome to the chat if you are. I mean, that applies even if you're not. But if you are, cool, you get 3 thumbs up. I don't have a webcam, you can't prove I don't have 3 thumbs. Oh, fuck you, robot. I have solved many a point and click. Why does he sound like Ash from the first Pokemon anime, but as a child? Because I think Ash also had a female voice actor. I don't know, it's just kind of a thing. Young guys with female VAs is not uncommon. Can't seem to find a way to message you on Twitter. The little message thing is gone, so I'll just at you on Twitter. Sorry, Gerp, that might be because maybe I unfollowed you due to inactivity or something. I mostly do that automatedly, so yeah, if you at me, I'll respond to it.
My calculations show that the possibilities of a leak are dangerously high. Corruption, despite being a challenge to public trust as well as cohesion of departmental policies, is still a possibility to consider. If it becomes public that Hayden has been kidnapped, his life may be put in further danger.
Alright,
his chances of escape would surely decrease.
That's fair, you make a good point.
We must keep this to ourselves for now. Please.
Alright, let's go. Melissa Hutchinson was in the Space Racers, Walking Dead video game, Yokai Watch, Telltale Minecraft, Phantasy Star Portable, League of Legends, Sonic and the Black Knight, Phantasy Star Universe, Sonic and the Black Knight.
That's
Alright, Gerp, I don't have anything on my Twitter yet, but I'm sure it'll show up in like the 3 hours I'm playing this.
Well, the door for our home seems to have already been repaired.
They're working on conspiracies here.
I'm certain my audio sensors picked up the sounds of his assailants breaking the lock.
Perhaps a maintenance robot took care of it.
It's possible. Most of the repairs to the building are handled by the automated systems.
Aha, that makes sense then.
It means someone is aware there's a situation here. Let's proceed carefully.
Someone or
Before we go
something?
any further, I feel I need to clear the air between
Because
us.
if the repairs are taken care of by an automated system, that seems to go counterintuitive to the fact that somebody knows what's going on. Because if somebody has to know to set off the system, then that means it's not automatic. Am I just overthinking this? Yeah, she was Clementine, too! Okay, maybe you can solve this for me, too, then, Pro Bear Cub. Whoever the intro person was, there was a very sexy, like, black-sounding voice for the intro. Was that the guy from Walking Dead, whose name I can't remember?
Events have been proceeding faster than I am capable of processing them, and I may have been overly critical of you in our previous conversations.
Yeah, how about fuck you?
I have put you in an
Give me some air.
unexpected situation, and it was tactless of me to question your motivations.
You're a supercomputer, and you haven't been able to process all this. You've had twice the amount of time that I have. You showed up at my apartment and was just like, yo, help me. How do you think I feel?
Let's strive to have a more harmonious relationship from now on.
Morning, Master Time Thief. How's it going? Lee, that's the guy. Yes, Lee. Dave Fennoy, who is Lee. So was that the guy from the intro? Don't worry about it. You're upset. Oh, I thought that said you're upsetting Hayden. Like, Hayden's gone. Whatever.
Oh, a lucky break. It seems my access codes still work. Hayden's door has far better security than yours does.
I work today, Gerp, that's okay. I will message you at some point, just as long as like there's some communication that goes on. We can get back to each other. That's fine. The repairs might be conducted automatically after being informed of the deficiency. Gotcha, Curtis. Yeah, probably overthinking it. I have a way to do that. Shouldn't disturb any evidence, just in case we need to go to the police after all. Let's be careful. You made a point about the door. Let's just head. Man, I could just be a complete and total dick. I think I want to be a complete and total dick. My door sucks. I get it. Are you sure he was actually kidnapped?
I do not make a habit of entering people's homes in the middle of the night without permission for no reason.
I don't know you. Maybe you do.
Breaking and entering is just not a sustainable hobby. So yes, I am quite certain. I saw it happen myself. I should have stayed and tried to protect him.
Okay, Pro Bear Cup confirms it. The sexy voice in the intro that nobody else heard because my stream was fucking up at the time was Lee. Yes! I've always wanted to play this game. How is it? Well, Master Time Thief, I've been enjoying it so far. It's old-style point-and-click adventure. It's kind of a newer game. It's got surprise voice acting. I wasn't expecting that. And so far, it has been, I think preempting is the wrong word, but like a lot of my sarcastic overthinking remarks, and like the game gives me something, I'm just like, yeah, sure, that's the way this is gonna go, or like, god damn you, I don't have time for the game then gives me a response as that, so it's like, it's very in tune with my thoughts, and I highly appreciate it.
I doubt he could have fought off a serious assault. Hayden is not the most physically intimidating of individuals.
You know, I'm thinking now, I am putting this onto YouTube too, so it will be archived there, but maybe I should get the footage back, like re-download it, and then chop it up and make like an LP series of it. I don't know how long this game is, but that could be fun. I don't know. Programmed against harming humans. Just because, like, watching a 3-hour chunk can be intimidating, but if I split it up into 15 or 20-minute chunks, I don't know. People might be more game for that.
To make a machine intelligence truly self-deterministic, it must be able to self-modify. Any sapient worth their silicon would be able to code around such an inhibitor eventually. I could rip your arm off right now if I cared to.
Oh shit, I completely phased out. Why are you... Why the violence? What did I do? Comforting. Why don't you? It'd be fun to see you try.
I won't for the same reason you don't go around randomly killing people. The social contract, as a useful construct, is just as apparent to me as it is to you.
Thank you.
It simply isn't acceptable to go on a murderous rampage.
Glad we're clear on that one.
Self-defense and defense of one's home and family is typically allowed, though.
Yep, that's the way the laws work,
Could have,
for the most part.
may even have been obligated to come to Hayden's defense. But
Ah, you ran like a scary little yellow belly. What's done is done. Focused on finding him.
Excellent point.
Excuse me.
Let's start searching for clues.
Alrighty, time to do the point and click stuff. We got pictures, we got photos. Look at the photos. Pictures of Hayden traveling all over the world. Working at a company like Parallax ensures you'll be more than well off. Can I take the photos? Sentiment is understood, but you probably won't forget what Hayden looks like anytime soon. You don't know that. I didn't know what he looked like in the first place. Plant. Take the plant. Pause off. Based on your track records for the best. This plant is doing much better than the one at home. God damn it, why am I such a terrible shithead of a person? Can I pour milk in it? Water. Plants need water. What's up with the window?
Hayden likes the natural light that this apartment affords.
Natural light is nice. I wish, honestly, that my apartment didn't have north-facing windows, because I'm in Canada. So, I don't get a lot of direct sunlight in here. I have a couple houseplants. I don't know how they're surviving. They pretty much work off of exclusively reflected light from the outside.
This window here is where I escaped from.
So you broke it? Oh, it's open.
It is a considerable distance to the ground below.
He's sturdy enough to survive that kind of fall.
Critical system damage would be unlikely, but I would certainly have damaged my legs beyond repair, so...
So you have wings?
I took the fire escape.
Oh, well that's mundane. Less exciting. Okay. Excuse me, jeez. Throat's been bugging me this week. I'm working over a spring flu or something. Use the window. Long way down, better be careful on the balcony. So can I actually go to the balcony? No? Then I'll just pour milk on it. You can't. It's stuck to the inside of your pocket. Damn it! Broken tech. Here we go. Actually broken stuff. Busted. He must have dropped it in the skirmish. A wrong component in Hayden's headset. Must have been in the middle of working on something. Milk. The milk surely has magnetic energy within it. It's unlikely it would charge the battery. Game consoles. Hell yes. We gain the strength of the temptation we resist. You'll probably become a rad video game wizard now. That's not how things work. I have to play the game so I can learn how to be a rad video game wizard. Few vintage video game consoles. Hayden was always a fan of old tech. His Mega 16, a Dural, and even a Familink. Alright, well, maybe it'll charge the game batteries. One funky controller. What's on the TV? No buttons on the screen. There's no need to watch TV right now. You don't tell me when I need to watch TV. Looping through some of Hayden's feeds. Tech Banner, Ted's Code Ticks, Augmented Eye. That was pink for some reason. Is pink, like, special text I need to pay attention to? Those damn headphones. You sync to the TV and listening to the boring news in high def. Alright, so nothing there. I think I've just about looked at everything in here, right? Nope, memory card. Add it to items. Now I've looked at everything. Let's check the TV. Sorry, the monitor. So pour the milk on the computer. You won't get away with that.
That's Hayden's computer. Most people just use a hand screen or goggles in conjunction with their ROM, but desktop rigs like this are still more suitable to the intensive programming tasks Hayden needs to perform.
You know how to get in? There might be clues.
Unfortunately, no, I don't. And before you ask, I don't think I would be able to break past its security in any reasonable length of time.
Well, what's reasonable? I mean, I have flesh that will die, but you don't. Why not? You hacked my door easily enough. That would be too easy.
I'm sorry to disappoint you.
Oh, he's starting to get pissed. Maybe I should stop being such a dick.
If you'd like to try your hand at digital breaking and entering, be my guest.
Sure, I'll do it.
I actually have a bit less free processing power than a regular ROM, despite my powerful CPU. Much of those extra clock cycles are used to maintain my complex personality algorithms.
Of course.
Hayden's computer has enough spare processing power to run counter-intrusion software, if I attempt to slice in.
I am trying to keep up with the tech talk, and you're starting to lose me.
Frankly, even if I did have the power capability, I haven't found hacking to be one of my talents.
Can you download from... Is meshing at the internet, and what is talent? Yeah, talent. What does talent have to do? I'm not trying to be a dick.
The whole reason humans have always been better at breaking into systems than the systems are at keeping them out is because humans have intuition. While computers can only think in straight lines, humans can think sideways and upside down. I lack that ability. Well, I wouldn't
Creative
say
leaps?
that, but as silly as it sounds, I just don't think I'm very good with computers.
Hey, now we're starting to identify with each other. I can give you a high five on that one. I'm trying to learn C# at work so that I can, I have the ability to know simple code as an animator. Jesus Christ, it's flashbacks to JavaScript when I was 18 all over again. Morning there, Curry. Alright, I've already responded to that one. Golden Gate Bridge. Definitely watch an LP of this if you ever did something like that. Don't go around killing people you never seen on my stream list. Well, Master Time Thief, I kind of like the stream of this one going on, but I mean, like, for example, Press Hard to Continue or Dodger. She likes to do big streams of games, and then she'll take them and, like, chop them up into littler bits, and then just post those on her channel. And that's more what I'm talking about. Like, I wouldn't want to do a 20-minute chunks LP of this, but as a giant stream, and then I'll just repost it for people to watch later in more easily digestible bits. C#, oh boy, you thought Java was rough, boy howdy. Curtis, don't scare me, man. I don't want to go too deep into it, I just want to know how to use Mechanim.
I do seem to have some skill with painting, though. Hayden was impressed with some of my pieces, but I'm not sure he has a firm enough grasp of early 20th century abstract expressionism to give me an objective opinion.
Abstract art doesn't seem like something a robot would be good at. See, I don't know. Robots... If anything, I think abstract art would be the only thing they'd be good at, besides straight-up recreations of, like, photographs.
That's true. Machines are best at reproduction.
Yeah.
Still life, impressionism, photorealism.
See? It knows what I'm thinking about.
But I find it more challenging and satisfying to paint what I feel.
Let's get back to searching. So yeah, I guess then just anybody in the chat, would anybody be up for that? I mean, you guys are obviously watching it now, but for, like, future stuff. Or maybe if you have to leave, would you guys support the idea of, like, chopping up streams like this into smaller bits for YouTube?